And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 56.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
And his first look is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On 2nd and 10, Newton, he throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
Here we go.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm going to run this up. I'm going to run you over.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Von Bell. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Put that team on his hunt. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get your out. Go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
First down. Check 50. Check 50. Check 50.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Mike set. 19. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Right there. 54. Right there.
Throwing on second and 14. Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Watson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Gun.
To throw is Newton. Flush to his right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. The 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there from McCaffrey. 43 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin the drive with Hines. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run, and you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. And that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Hines, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Throwing again on second down. Newton looking long for Thomas. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1.
Let's go, D tight.
Third and long, it's Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Check 56. Watch the backer. Check 24. Check 24.
Throwing on second and 14. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And it's taken in at the 9. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Hey, watch out. Check first thing.
On first down, Watson. He's got Fuller. He'll have a first down past the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, 24. We got 25 the mark. I'm on. Hey, 25.
From the 50, it's Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air yet again, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Watson looks to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
All day, every day.
Is that 19?
25 to Mike. Cut,
59.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to
9.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run with Hines. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's get it. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Right there.
They run again with Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Mike to 59. All day. All day.
Now it's Hines. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw, Watson. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 22. On first down, Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Now Watson, flushed out right. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
54! Short.
Coming this way. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's McCaffrey, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. It's a little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Newton now to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Newton. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the interception, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. He's letting this one go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He can run for it, and he will. On 3rd down. Hines, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. At the 9-yard line. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. This is McCaffrey. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Ready, 56, check 56. Hey, tight.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. That one taken in by the former Bruin, Jordan Lastly. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Tackle. 59.
Watson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Check, 59.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Throwing now, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Hines. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Deshaun Watson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Saints, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.